Oh my word! Flying score by immediately, now he's looking for another one. And that's another tap on towards Maroon 5 as well, as Zuxi comes across, goes in with the third-party action, secures all these numbers. Zuxi throws down on the ground, and now they get them all spotted out. Encore PUBG is just farming out everybody over on the open plains, and Napchin now takes advantage. He will be able to find Liquid as well as Tony K, but Tony K pretty much too low on the ground though. Eagle Esports, they got a few members deleted. Now the chances have been slimmed down to a couple of percentages. Yeah,
35% now for Encore PUBG, the wildcard team, as we all talked about. No one has seen this one coming, but the Eagle Esports did. It takes down one member, and now it's two members on Encore PUBG with only 4 teams remaining. FaZe Clan, Eagle Esports, and APG, as BTR now finally eliminated with 10 kills on their names. Could they actually pull this one off? No. APG out, FaZe and Eagle Esports, they have been on fire for this game number 1. Who will this favors here? FaZe Clan with 1 member and another member from 2 Eagle Esports here. It's a 1v1, is it?
Exactly, a 1 versus 1 to set the tone of the entirety of the evening in week 2 of PMPL C League, and this is how you really want to have it to run. Tony K though, he's got the MG3. The LMG definitely is a lethal weapon, and if you look at the advantages given over to Tony K, it's Napchin who has his armor deteriorated, and now that he had that restock going on, it definitely does work in his favor. But the problem is, Tony K, he's got no idea where exactly is Napchin. Meanwhile, Napchin, he's already checked a couple of goalies out of the corner. Oh. He's looking right by. He's coming pretty close though. Is this gonna be it? Is it Eagle Esports who will be able to, of course, seek them all out? Tony is still not looking towards his direction, and as he marches forward, slowly pulling away, they might just be able to hear those noises. Tony, you got attacked your 6. There you go, face to face. Tony K, FaZe Clan.
How did they even do this?
He snapped it directly, straight to the head.
My God, Tony K, this is why this guy was such a hot member to come in into FaZe Clan. Unfortunately, we didn't see him in Season 3, but my word, he's a machine. How many senses did this kid have?
Like, he probably just hurt just a little bit of tiny scratch on the ground, and you just see him snap directly. There was no chance for Napchin. That reaction though, that reaction time is unbelievable.
Oh, that's a nail biter, man. Tony K, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this guy. After that play right there, there's no doubt. This is why even the Infinity, I had a chance to get into an interview with one of the players, and he says he's afraid of FaZe Clan, and we know why. We know why now.
Exactly so. And with that of course concludes our first round here. FaZe Clan just rehydrating and of course celebrating with a win. Aliens tries to clean them up. There's not many exit plans for them. They need to set up smokes, but do they have any though?
Well, Infinity's still alive, surprisingly here, healing himself back up. We thought that he only had 1 nade, but FaZe, MR5, just in a bit of it. He could have gone down, but actually, is he even naded up? Does he even have some health to play around with? It doesn't seem like he's got the regen. It will slowly tick up, though. I think there might be some painkillers that he popped. But FaZe now in a sticky situation. As I mentioned before, the circle favors the likes of FaZe, who had the compound, and now Bigatron as they make the move inwards, cutting out FaZe and their advancement towards the center circle here. Genesis Dogma still with the last member remaining. They have 0 points. FaZe finally out at 6th place. 6th place, 6 kills on their hands. And now the only 5 teams remaining. Bigatron, Infinity still surprisingly alive. Onyx loses 1 member. Can they stay on as the top 5 here? As Vampire Esports still within the area. Nades and Molotov being spammed across. They confirmed 1 kill on the side of Onyx, and now the circle will move in closer. This seems like Bigatron have the space to play. They are not in a pressure, and they will shoot and kill Onyx on their path.
There you go. Onyx
Oh!
out 5th place, and oh my word, that was rapid fire coming in from you, High Boy. Now, I don't think anybody will be challenging the world champions of the East, Bigtron Red Aliens, who's currently inside of the final zone. And they know that there's going to be a lurker out there in the form of Infinity, and I am impressed. We saw they were stuck in Alpha,
He's healing.
and look at him, it's Logan. Okay, how many more packs has he got?
Oh, he's got 3 more.
Okay, 3 more.
Yeah.
But he's kind of done for. There's no way he could make his way across the river. And now Bigatron is just slowly waiting for the celebration. And I told you this, Keith, they did not settle for second. And once again, Bigatron Red Aliens will eventually reign supreme. Guess what? You know, he's still got more mats. He's got
He's got them on the
Kiwi
ground.
stash.
Yeah. He's a hamster with a lot of stash here. He's ready for winter, although that never happens in sea. But yeah, you get the point here. Bigatron again, as the Malay casters was saying, that their best performing map is Sanhok, and it shows why. Although they did have the better half of the circle being in Painan, with the circle going down in the southwestern side. But I guess this is the ending we will be seeing, and a lot of them were actually saying how anticlimactic Sanhok can get because of how slow it gets towards the end, and none of us are screaming.
None of us are screaming, but then again, a win is a win. You count 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are kills, respectively, for each member of Bigatron Red Aliens, and of course, you could do the math yourself. That adds up to a perfect 10 record here on top of the chicken dinner. I think that what Infinity did here was pretty smart. They've already got 6, as Mela has been able to secure 4 throughout the entirety of the early game battle in South Alpha. And you look at Vampire Esports still asserting that aggressive maneuver across the map and secured a top 3 finish. It could have been maybe a little bit better for maybe FaZe Clan, where we saw them inside the compound. But once they try to exit, Bigatron's got them pretty much surrounded. And you just look at them go, they're just climbing all across. It's like, yep, just another day's work for Bigatron Red Aliens here. Back then, their first chicken dinner of week 2.
Yeah, and my god, what a great decision playing U-High into the main roster now. Look at the damage dealt by this kid. He may be small, but he's got a huge head of hair, and 576, that is impressive.
That's right, you High Boy with a debut, coming up with a total of 2, as well as 576 damage to book things out. Having the high 4 rivals if Riff does not provide assistance when Genesis Dogma choose to pick them off.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the split screens here. We have perspectives on each of the teams remaining. Guns are shot fire. Genesis Dogma taking a little bit of hit. That should reveal positioning. 4 rivals stood up. They have the info. Can they capitalize on this one? No, they played it passive a little bit. Meanwhile, MSC going up against EVOS Reborn. EVOS, they advance forward. Still in this match, it's MSC that gets taken out. Genesis Dogma to fall on whiff. It becomes a 1v1 between 4 rivals and EVOS Reborn. Of course, 1 being a team.
Well, make that a 2v2. Tag team duos going up against each other. It's Microboy taking out Rev. Now it's a 1 versus 2. Information being provided towards the group. The problem is he's by the outskirts of the blue. So he's only having the cover of the Sia here to get a little bit of those angles to squeeze right by. Microboy might have actually known his position. And the problem is, there's honestly not too many places to hide, so you can see that EVOS currently can go in for the free roam attack. EVOS Reborn currently pressing forward. They have to also move inwards through the circle as well. This isn't going to be a good look. But Pamburu, you've seen him clutch many of these moments when it comes down to the PMPL MYSG League. Now,
look at that.
You have to take on one of their biggest opponents right in front of him. I think he's got the angles going through, but the problem is, how much can he unload? He doesn't really have helmets out there. Shots being fired, scares him off a little bit, and he gets that in the crosshair. He's looking for the Microboy, and this will be it. EVOS Reborn claims chicken dinner number 3.
My god, that was an impossible game to clutch for 4 rivals, and my god, they did fall, but not without trying. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. kills on their end. That is, I was counting on the fly, man. My math is that bad, but what I can see is that 4 Rivals had to push up onto the high ground, which EVOS clearly got that one. After taking out Rift, they were actually baiting. If you notice, Microboy was just hopping up forward, getting the crosshairs onto his end. Meanwhile, his friend just came in, shoots it from the side. So, in the end of the day, not a single, not in the last. Duck will be playing the healing zone, as you called it. APG on a stride here, taking out NFT, but GeekFam's up against BTR, having compound advantage. Ryzen from the back end will take out Damru, their best player, but from the far end, QB spots him out, will eliminate the entire squad of Bigatron Red Aliens.
GeekFam, this is their game to lose right now. They got the best circle that they could ever ask for, and them making that decision to get into Camp Alpha definitely has paid off. Now, DX will lose one member out and is only down to 3 teams. Access Red 1, they're not exactly inside of the map. It's between GeekFam as well as Anchor PUBG. And I believe I know who that is. It's either Katsusu to play that healing game. Meanwhile, Anchor PUBG only has 3 members left available to fend off against GeekFam. But this is still very much doable if you look at the current situation. Katsusu, he's slowly approaching. Okay, he's walking his way through. How far is this? Okay, he's running. He's running.
Well, he's not going to make it most likely, though. But if he does, that would be an amazing miracle. But take a look at the circle. It's favoring the side of GeekFam. No pressure to come out from the compounds in the little cover, natural cover that they have. It's APG that's on the clock here, and obviously Katsusu has got the healing game down. APG gets knocked down.
He's got no more heals. He's got to run in.
Doc actually third party his way through, and that's going to leave some opening for GeekFam to play a little bit more aggressive. We'll take down Axis. Katsusu immediately to push on forward. APG left in the smokes, playing behind a lot of natural covers here. The trees are too slim to act as one, and they will wipe the entire APG, but what? I think someone's up here and just healing. They will eventually close the game. GeekFam take in Sandhawk for the second Sandhawk map of the day.
That's right. Once a geek, always a fam, and we're looking at GeekFam.
They will spray down forward. They will finish the job, and soon they have to go up against the Xavier, who is playing from the low end. But maybe if they've got the good eyes, the good sight, they could just pick them off here. It makes a movement forward. Lamborghini playing behind smokes, behind the tree line. BPE makes a push on forward as well, so they are giving up the high ground. This is probably going to even the things out a little bit. It's a 3v4 situation. Schweppes still standing on the high ground here. He has the bird eye.
He's got the pick, though.
But he gets the pick. That evens it out in terms of count. But can they get the res, or will they let him be and try and make it work with only
Schweppes.
3 members?
He's coming right in. He's going to go for the resurrection right now, and that name might just actually connect perfectly. So now 1 member down from the side of the Savior. They still have 2 member players to rely on. Meanwhile, Vampire Esports, they don't really have to do too much. They just have to wait for the Savior to move off from where they need to be, because Vampire Esports, they got the circle going, and they just have to wait for them to come right by. But they found Stone!
Oh, they got the trade on
the
the
opening that
Stone.
they need.
Yeah, the Xavier, they got the rest themselves, so this will be the numbers advantage. They take down 2. They tap 2. That means that's 2 members down from VPE. Who's not gonna leave? Only. No. Are they still alive here?
It's Frankie, though.
They're going up onto the high ground. They know he's there. The Xavier playing with whatever hopes they have left. 2 members down, but they will bow out, and Vampire Esports bags it. Their final winner chicken dinner in day number 1 of the 2nd weekday.
Just look at the numbers on Vampire Esports. They got that perfect position